Hi, my friends. Today I want to present you a new story. Enjoy watching it. It arrived on a Wednesday afternoon, an ordinary moment that shattered everything. I was stirring cream into my coffee when my phone buzzed. A message from Tony. Hey, Taylor. Just letting you know the guest list is finalized. We had to make some tough cuts. Hope you understand. Love you. I froze. Read it again. Then again. Tough cuts. I wasn't some college roommate or distant cousin. We shared a bedroom for 12 years. I taught him how to ride a bike. Covered for him when he failed his math final. My chest tightened as I tapped call. Mom answered on the second ring. Hi, sweetheart. Everything okay? Did you know I wasn't invited to Tommy's wedding? I asked, trying to keep my voice level. A pause. A dangerous one. Oh, honey, she finally sighed. It's just a wedding. Don't take it personally. Mom, I'm his brother. They had to invite her extended family, co-workers, neighbors. It's just how it worked out. Her neighbors made the list, but not me. My hand trembled slightly. Don't blow this out of proportion, Taylor. It's just one day. I wanted to scream, but the silence did more damage. I hummed up without another word and stared at the message again. It didn't feel like a mistake. It felt like a verdict. All the birthdays I remembered, the late-night phone calls after his breakups, the rent I quietly covered when he lost his job. Had it meant nothing? I opened Instagram and scrolled. There she was, his fiancée, posting photos of customized table settings, handwritten vows, and a caption, 130 of our favorite people. Can't wait to celebrate. And not one of them was me. My pulse settled into something colder, numb, sharp. I opened my laptop, went to a travel site. If I wasn't welcome at their celebration, I created my own. One where I was finally the guest of honor. They wanted to forget me. Fine. But they'd remember the silence I left behind. The evening settled in like smoke, quiet, suffocating, heavy with betrayal. I sat on the edge of my bed, phone in hand, still staring at Tommy's message. Not invited, not even considered. I felt like I'd been quietly erased. I opened my laptop, not sure what I was looking for. Distraction maybe, but then my cursor hovered over an ad. Escape to Santa Cruz, oceanfront bliss awaits. Yes, that was it. Not revenge, not pity, just absence. I clicked. Booked a 5-star suite at the Seabourn Resort, private beach, spa access, champagne upon arrival. The total price nearly made me flinch, but I didn't care. They were spending tens of thousands on a wedding that excluded me. I could spend a few thousand on peace. As I confirmed the flight, my phone buzzed again. A message from Aunt Rita. Heard about the wedding guest list. I'm so sorry, sweetheart. You don't deserve that. I smiled faintly, the first bit of human warmth all day. I replied, thanks. I'm taking a little trip. Let them have their fairy tale. When the booking confirmation pinged my inbox, I grabbed my suitcase. Not later. Now, I packed slowly, deliberately. Linen shirts, sunglasses, my favorite cologne. I was no longer the standby brother, always available, always agreeable. As I zipped my bag, a call came in. Mom. Again, I declined it. Seconds later, a text followed. Taylor, don't be dramatic. Tommy loves you. This wasn't personal. I laughed. A short, breathless sound. If this wasn't personal, I wondered what was. I snapped a photo of my passport next to my boarding pass and posted it with a caption. Sometimes the best RSVP is a departure gate. The likes started coming in before I'd even stepped out the door. Let them celebrate without me. Let them wonder where I went, because the second they made me invisible, I became untouchable. And I was just getting started. The jet soared above a canvas of clouds, the sun casting molten gold across the horizon. I reclined in my first-class seat, champagne flute in hand. The flight attendant smiled as polished as the rim of my glass. I tilted my phone just right, snapped a photo, legs outstretched, bubbles fizzing, sky infinite, and typed the caption. Guess I got cut from the guest list, but I think I'll survive. Post. By the time we touched down in Santa Cruz, the reactions were pouring in. My cousin Jake responded with a string of laughing emojis. Aunt Rita. You go? Sweetheart. Wish I was with you. Even a college friend chimed in, living the dream. But not everyone was amused. At the resort, I checked into my suite, marble floors, balcony view of the Pacific, a welcome bottle of rosé. I let it breathe while I unpacked, my phone buzzing nonstop in the background. I poured a glass, stepped onto the balcony, and toasted the crashing waves below. Then the text shifted. Mom, where are you? Tommy, you're seriously skipping the wedding? Mom again, you're being petty. I sent back a single photo. My feet buried in warm white sand, the ocean stretching into forever. No words. That night, I dined alone under fairy lights, a grilled sea bass melting on my tongue. I wasn't lonely. I was liberated. When I posted a picture with the caption, "When one door closes, another opens, preferably to a beachfront suite," I knew it would reach them, and I hoped it would sting. For once, I wasn't rushing to soothe, to fix, to apologize. I had nothing to explain. As the waves rolled in and the stars blinked awake above me, I raised my glass once more. To peace, I whispered, and to the family that forgot how to value it. They wanted to be silent, but this was louder than words. The first message hit my phone at 4:12 p.m., just as I was sinking into a deep tissue massage. I almost ignored it until I saw the sender. Aunt Rita. Taylor, call me. Now. It's chaos. I sat up, draping a robe around myself as message after message stacked like dominoes. Cousin Ellie, bro, the wedding's a disaster. People are screaming. Uncle Hudson, you were right not to come. Trust me. Then a voice memo from my usually reserved uncle. Taylor, it's bad. Real bad. Fianke walked out after a blowout with Tommy. Something about how he talks down to people sounded eerily familiar. Guests got drunk, someone threw a chair, 2 tables broken. Restaurants shut it down early. It was embarrassing. I let the words sink in, the image forming. Roses crushed under heels, the sound of glass shattering under fury, laughter turned to yelling, and my brother standing alone in a room he built to celebrate himself. My phone buzzed again. Tommy, you happy now? You think this is funny? Then again, you should have been there. You could have prevented this. I tapped out a reply slowly, savoring every keystroke. Sorry, I'm busy enjoying my overreaction to the failure of your wedding. Send. I walked down to the beach just as the sky blushed pink and the tide came in, the same tide that pulled their plans under and spit out the truth. I was never the problem. I was their scapegoat. The irony tasted sweeter than any champagne. Calls came in, Mom, Tommy, even Dad for the first time in months. I blocked them all. They cut me out to maintain the illusion. And now, without me, it shattered like a dropped glass on marble. The chorus of regret had begun, but I wasn't dancing to their tune anymore. I extended my stay before sunrise the next morning. No hesitation. Just me, the ocean, and a credit card unburdened by guilt. As the sun rose over Santa Cruz, I sipped espresso on the balcony, phone in hand, watching messages flood in like a desperate tide. Talk to your brother. Your mother's in tears. You abandoned your family. But the most poetic one came from Tommy. You'll regret this someday. I laughed audibly. I posted a photo. Me, barefoot in the sand, arms wide. Caption, they wanted to cut me out, so I'm cutting myself free. 0 regrets. Later that evening, I had dinner alone, the table candlelit, the sea humming softly behind me. The waiter refilled my wine glass and smiled. You celebrating something? I nodded, freedom. Because this wasn't about a ruined wedding anymore. It was about decades of being the dependable one, the fixer, the forgotten backbone. I had nothing left to prove to people who dismissed me the moment I stopped serving them. So I blocked them all, for good. No dramatic goodbye, no revenge, just silence, the kind that heals. And as I watched the moon rise, I whispered to myself, I didn't lose a family. I finally found peace. Friends, what do you think of this story? Write your opinion in the comments. Would you like more stories? Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button so you don't miss any videos. See you tomorrow.